viewers. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. But I tell you, man, it's a freaking headache ordering from people sometimes. I tell you, gotta go all through all that just to order paint from somebody. Freaking believable. So anyway, I told you before that when we developed the gunmetal technology, that we were going to be doing screens that are gunmetal. And if you're claiming to have a gunmetal screen paint, then you're going to go against the technology, just simple and plain. So, it's not a hard thing to do. Don't want to see a bunch of pictures, and who cares? Again, who cares? What we want to see is the product down here, and what we want to do is test it. So, as again, like I said, if it's going against the gunmetal, it has to go through all the tests that gunmetals have to go through. And it's a ton of testing. So, see which one is the better gunmetal. That's basically about it. We have to go through all this Karen nonsense just so we can get the product down here. And at that, am I 100% believing this fellow is going to deliver us a legit Frankenstein? No. No, we don't believe that at all, one bit, because he's done dumb nonsense before. We've had products I showed you on the website. Cinemax came here dark. We've had canceled orders from this fellow, so we know he can't back his products. But I told you that we were going to do this because, again, if we're going to design this product, and at the end of the day, you're going to have individuals like that who are going to be screaming and ranting, oh, his products are fake, they're not real, then why do we have to go through so much just to get paint out of you to bring it down here for a side-by-side? Because we sure enough can't expect from you to order from the website because you don't do that. So I don't know how that's supposed to work. Can't run your mouth about somebody's product if, number one, if you're too scared to go to the website and place an order, or the fact that we can't order from you because you constantly canceling orders. What is wrong with you? This guy has some issues on him. I don't know what's wrong with him. So, like I said, the technology launched today. You could place an order for it right now. But again, we still haven't got the 38 Black Widow ordered. Yeah, he never ordered that. Never ordered that product. Probably hoping and waiting for the product to not exist anymore, so that way he can have an excuse why he doesn't have to go order it. Making excuses. That's all we get. It's nothing but excuses at the end of the day. Can't do this, can't do that, can't do this, why that. Same thing over and over and over again. So do we think it's going to pass any of the tests? No. It's not going to pass any of the tests because, again, from the demonstrations I've seen from the screen paint, it washes out really, really bad. Extremely bad. Where are fire sticks down here? Man, I'm telling you, I've got fire sticks down here. How are some fire sticks down here? This one for this one? Look at it. Oh, yeah, this one. Oh, slow return. That's why. Yeah, man, it's pulling teeth. It is literally pulling teeth. If I went to Knox or any one of those companies, paint on screens, we wouldn't have had a problem. It'd have been an easy transition. This one right here, got to go through nightmares with this fellow. Then he feels the need to send us all these pictures on. Come on, man, you're not doing anything. If your product works, then have it down here in the original box and everything, so we can do the test and see if it functions, if it works. My goodness, what you got to go through. Oh, and by the way, don't send us the wrong color, because we can go to your website and we can pull up your color scheme, which will probably try to make that disappear too. So you can say, oh, this is how it always came this way. No, well, no, trust me, don't do dumb stuff. Just basically back your product up. Don't try any sneaky tactics. Actually send your product. That's what you do. My goodness, what you got to go through. I told you, it's like pulling teeth. What you got to go through with some people when it comes to their products. Literally cannot back them up. We've got about 3 cancellations already on the Frankenstein already. So test the Frankenstein is going to go through. Well, for instance, it's going to be in this environment right here. This is right here. This is the max out zone where this screen paint is going to be down here if it gets here. If we don't get any problems, or if we don't get any excuses or cancellations or sitting on orders or anything like that, but this is what your screen's going to go through. This environment right here. It's going to be introduced to all this light. No dark corners, none of that stuff. You're going to be painted onto, I got to order the surface too. You're going to be painted on a 100-inch screen, so you get plenty of exposure from tons of light. This is where you're going to sit on one of these racks right here. And we're going to raise you all the way up to that ceiling so all that light can hit your screen. Yeah, it's going to be quite a lot of testing. Let's see. Now, since you claim the screen to have, the Frankenstein is supposed to have black levels. Well, you have no, you wouldn't mind going against the 39, the extreme black widow. So I'll put you against that one too. See how you do. But yeah, like I said, it'll be quite surprising if we get a legit one down here without any complications attached to it. Till then, I'm going to contact my friend who works at the Postal Service, explain to him what's going to be happening in the next couple of days, and see where we go from there. And she's the kind of person who don't play games at the end of the day. She will send somebody to your house to bring you down here for court. You think I'm joking? Not the person to play with. She's the kind of person who doesn't play a lot. And she knows how I do business at the end of the day. So your project, when you get down here, and it better be legit. Don't send it to anything dirty down here. It's going to be all be broadcasted live so everybody can see it. And that's what people need to see, exactly how this particular person handles business. Because like I said, we already had one incident. Again, we had black paint come through here. Can't back his products up with Jack. Are they going to cancel out, or are they basically going to fake it? Let me get my light in here too. I'm going to get my overhead light hitting my screen at the same time. That's why I don't like all that back and forth nonsense. Just basically just order the product, get it down here, see what it does. That's it. All that picture sending back and trying to prove this product is just down there, I don't care about that. Just make sure your product comes down here legit. That's it. Case closed. No crying, no whine, no caring nonsense. No, just get it down here. And while you're taking all this time, you need to be placing an order through the site right now. So we already know you're scared. You can't place an order. We know that from the door. Ain't no point in saying it. We over like 100 times asking this individual to order directly from our website. He hasn't placed an order yet. And every time we place an order to his website, it's an ongoing rant with this fellow. Well, we'll see when your product gets down here if it works. If it gets down here, and if it is what it's supposed to be at the end of the day. Don't commit mail fraud. Don't do that. That's kind of sad. You got to say that about somebody when they ship a product down to you. Don't commit mail fraud, because you don't never know what's going to be coming up in one of their packages because they can't back their stuff. They can't send the real deal down there because they're afraid it doesn't work. I guarantee you, when we finish the Crow Crusher, that gray screen paint, I'll ship it to your front door if you want. But no problem. I better put my order in too for making this stuff. I'm going to call it the Crow Crusher 2.0. I'm ordering the ingredients today. Have everything in. We want everything done by this week. You got two options. I'll ship it to your front door, or you can make it off the website. It's up to you. Never have to go through this nonsense with anybody else. Oh, yeah, Partey, we got to go through that with him. But at least Partey is not a bunch of craziness. At least with him, he'll just cancel the order and be done with it. That's it. That's pretty much it. He doesn't send us over pictures, none of that stuff. No, not some ranting, but not too much. But this one just goes all out. Like I said, everything is for show. Can't back anything up. But we'll see. You can back that product when it gets down here, because this is what it's going to go through. So as you can see by our technology can pull in an amazing image with all this light, as you can see. And even when we do demonstrations asking people to match our environments, that doesn't even get done either. You can't even get that one done. But I told you from the door, this is what I do. Usually when we have to deal with somebody that's been running their mouths for a long time, again, not with the capability to back anything up, all we got to do is just order from the website. That's all we got to do. That pretty much shuts them up. Because it's either they can back it up or they can't. That's what it comes down to. There's no in between, there's no this, that, and the other. Either you can back it up or you can't. So test of Frankenstein's going to go through, well, as you said, the ambient light environment we're going to have here, it'll be taken outside. It'll be on projectors way over 3,500 lumens, please. That's not even high. We're going to put some really high-end projectors on it. And then we're going to basically test it against different forms of screen paint, stuff like that. Bullseye, bare silver screen. I'm curious, we're going to do that two paint, that black and white challenge. I want to do the 2, 4, 6. No, we need the, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to do that one too. And then we're going to see how close it comes to any of the Network Grade 773 series. Now keep in mind, you got your container here, the UV mix. So if that paint comes here looking like that color on that UV mix, that's not the same color you got on your website. So it better match the color on your website. I'm thinking about maybe a mid-gray, that's what it looks like. I can tell you right now, you better cancel because you're not going to do good over here. Then since you claim the Frankenstein to have an incredible black level, guess where you're going to go against next? It's 39. Extreme Black Widow. Like I say, don't write a check you can't cash. See how quiet it's gotten? Keep on talking. I'll order the rest of your stuff too. May have it down there. You and Partey both. Since y'all can't seem to place orders through our website, I'll show you how it's done. I just don't know how to keep your mouth shut. When you keep your mouth shut, mind your own business, we don't know you. We keep telling you that, but y'all don't know how to keep your mouth shut. Now this week, you got to deal with a half and half, a gray screen paint product that we're going to custom design to wipe your stuff out and offer to ship it to your front door, or you can make it off the website. It's up to you. I mean, if you never did that demonstration against 773, I wouldn't have saw it. But what I saw in that demonstration, that you matched the base screen paint, which means anything we drop into that base, we can overpower your screen. That's the information you just gave me. I can make your product and beyond that now. That's what your information you just gave me. And anybody else that makes screen paint, or anybody who's thinking about making screen paint, you just gave them that opportunity. Anybody can make your product. Now, if you're willing to say that I'm wrong on this, then you wouldn't have a problem with copying down the ingredients or having me shipping it to your front door, right? All right, just want to make sure. If you got no problem with that, because like I said, you can't get on camera and say it's not true. You got to be able to back it up. So let me show you why Digital One Crystal Screen Paint got its name. I'm going to send you down an advanced version of a Network Grade 773. I'm going to show you how we convert it into something insane and send it to you. And you can watch that screen blow out your product live if you are man enough to take it. It'll be free. Everybody's going to get it for free. Everybody. We're going to post the ingredients for everybody. Oh, man. I tell you, I feel sorry for you. I do. I feel sorry for you. You really opened up a lot of Pandora's boxes for you today. That's how I know he has to. At the end of the day, Crow has to send us down the wrong product. He does not have a choice. Does he have any idea when that product lands here, if it's a legit version of his product, you know how bad it's going to get for him? I can take your own black and white paint demonstration, the one you deleted off your account, and I can make your product with that. And then post that and show people how to make it. Again, I told you, I was making gray screen paint products before you guys were ever thought of. This is going to be easy. It's going to be a cakewalk. And what tests we have to put underneath of? None. There's no test to put under gray paint. What are we going to put underneath of in the day? It's not going to match any of the gunmetal screen, so they're going to wipe it out with no problem. Can't put it in a fully lit environment because the screen can't pull ambient light rejection, so it's going to wash out and fade. So what are we going to test it on? What literally would we test on? Nothing. Just testing another gray paint. That's all we can do. Should I had a Digital One Crystal Screen Paint silver, and that thing basically couldn't even pick up properly in the dedicated theater room upstairs. So you have to consider the fact that if your paint hasn't been sitting in an environment like this, doing demonstrations, you're in a lot of trouble. Notice we only chose one. I sat there and said, if we develop a gunmetal screen, we're going to put it against everything. I got Knox coming in next week. Paint on screens, we already got it here. They only make 3 colors in paint on screen, so they don't have a gunmetal. They got a black. It looks like a silverish white and some other one they have, but they don't have a gunmetal. Knox does not have a gunmetal, but I think they have a dark gray. Pretty much that's it. And then we just have, I'm going to go through Partay's site. Partay, you're next. We're going through your site tomorrow. We're going to see if you got a gunmetal. If you got one, we'll buy it. If you decide to put the money back into the account, then guess what? You just can't back your product. That's how we're going to see it. I don't want to hear any excuses in between. Well, I don't do it this and I don't. No. Either you back it or you can't. That's all it comes down to. Feel free to order from me and I'll ship it to your front door. You got my word. Still waiting 2 months. Over 100 requests. Oh, man, I swear. You need to get out of the business altogether. Just get out. You need to get out of the business altogether. Just get out. Anybody fights so hard to make sure a product doesn't land here. Literally. Fought tooth and nail to make sure it doesn't get here. Go to anybody else on eBay, buy their paint, no problem whatsoever. Order go through, no problem. Go to these individuals, got to deal with a whole bunch of headache just to get an order out of them. You're going to send me the same pictures you have. I've been seeing the pictures on your website. Nothing new. The majority of those pictures are yours, not your customers. Oh my goodness. Ugh. making the Crow Crusher today. I think I'm gonna get more certified screens. The Dragonfly, I would love to get my hands on a Dragonfly. We can't even get our hands on that one. Curious, any companies denying you for sample sheets? No, I don't think so. Because you're not a threat. That's why they're not denying you. They're denying us.
You can now get anything delivered with Uber Eats. But take it from me, that doesn't mean you can eat anything you get. Burger?
Pretty sure no company's denying you. What do they care? It's just don't blow your stuff out of the water anyway. We get denied. Let me see. What do we need here? Let me see. So there's a tracking number, but the tracking number is showing it doesn't exist. So we'll see what that goes to. Because I'm pretty sure we could have a fake tracking number too. So we're checking on the tracking number right now. And the tracking number, usually when you basically design a tracking number, it says tracking number was created. We don't have anything there saying the tracking number was ever created. It just says a tracking number, that's it. So there's all kinds of dirty things this guy does at the end of the day. Gotta be careful about. So yeah, we went and looked at it. We saw the tracking number again. Tracking number is not registering. Now, for those you want to know, that is actually Network Grade 773, and that right there is a screen paint product we made using black and white paint. Yeah, but I hope your tracking number works. We actually ran your tracking number to when you claimed that you sent out Crow. I ship stuff all over the world. All over the world I ship stuff, okay? So understand this. When you create a tracking number and a person checks it, even though the tracking number has been scanned, it says tracking number has been created. That's what it says. Your tracking number is not saying anything at all. So man, don't just, again, like I said, we'll have to go through PayPal and get them to push that order. That's what's going to happen. I swear, people think people were born yesterday. I ship stuff literally everywhere in the world. And when you create a tracking number the first time, it says tracking number created. That's what it says. Yours doesn't say anything at all. Nothing. If you went through shipping station or United States Postal Service, that number would have registered. It would have popped up as being a created number. It wouldn't have basically said nothing at all, which means you put in a fake tracking number or you sent us a fake tracking number. Buddy, get your act together, buddy, because you got a day. You got a day, and we call it in. You got a day, and we call it in.
That's a Chromebook with built-in virus protection, so you can click with confidence. With no more.
Now we're going to be doing our batch number for the 39 Black Widow this week, and we also too are going to be shipping out tracking numbers for everybody tomorrow. We ran out of ink, so I just ordered more ink from Amazon. It'll be here overnight because I always get it shipped in overnight, so we can get everybody taken care of. Get your orders out the door. Yeah, fake is a fake tracking number. Can you believe that dumb nonsense? Fake tracking number. Well, I tell you, you got one day. I'm gonna light a fire underneath you through PayPal. That tracking number better come up created. The minute you pay for a tracking number, the minute you pay for one, it'll come up on the customer's account as the tracking number was created. The tracking number starts to show that the product is in process once the tracking number has been scanned. Please, come on, man. You're talking to a professional, man. At the end of the day, that stuff don't work. You got another day. Tomorrow the tracking number doesn't show. If it says the product is shipped and on its way, then that means the bottom line is it should show either it's created or it was scanned. Yours is showing nothing at all, period. Not a thing. So you got a day. If not, we light that fire. Now keep in mind, we go over to PayPal. We always request for the item. We don't want the money. Your item only. They got 10 days to get it out. They usually forfeit before 10 days. We can show you the receipts. Now, for those of you wondering what you're seeing, this is gunmetal technology, our gunmetal technology, and a fully lit environment, plenty of light hitting the screen. And you can see where the network grade 773 product and also to the screen paint we made ourselves using a black and white mix. 2 tablespoons of black paint into white paint. And you see the results. They both look exactly the same. They both react exactly the same. Yeah, they're bothering. They're gonna be bothering. You do demonstrations cutting corners. You're sitting in these dark environments, and I keep telling people, don't challenge us. You sit in dark environments and dark corners. We don't do that over here. This is how we test our screens right from the door. 5,000 lumens is not going to work on your product. It's just too much light hitting the screen. It's not going to work on any gray screen paint at that. Sony color demonstrations. Panasonic had that one, didn't they? Or was that Sony? I'm trying to figure which one had that one. Had that color demonstration on there. Oh, let's do this one right here. I haven't done this bright color one in a while. Now from the demonstration, I'm sorry, what I saw from the church, the lights were nowhere near the screen. They were pushed outward away from the screen. You have to have direct light with the screen at all times. The demonstration we did in our promo, yeah, that was a ton of light hitting the screen. It's more light than I ever seen hit my screen before. You have to put those demonstrations, those test result demonstrations, especially ones when you're showing your product against another product, you have to show that on the website. Customer needs to see that. It shouldn't be buried away in an archive somewhere. It has to be displayed. Now see how the color's not coming up, how it's washing out? That's what you don't want in your screen. That tannish discoloration look, that's what you don't want. Let's get, is this new? Oh yes, this is new. Everything washes out. Literally everything washes out on that gray paint. Everything. Don't make a difference. What we choose, what we pick, it just washes right on out. Yeah, what's going on? Oh. My speakers are not plugged in. That's bad.
Blinded.
That is pretty bad. Everything washes out. Now, that's the last thing you want. You do not want your picture quality washing out. And we're using light, bright colors, and still, gray screens are picking up nothing. So this is the kind of testing our screens have to go through. They're going to have to be in a ton of ambient light. We don't like to do demonstrations in a dark. As I said before, any screen is going to pull up in a dark environment. the best way to test the screen with as much light as possible, because people might be about to do this for business, and they're going to be using it for, for storefronts and for all other kinds of applications, churches, schools, and so forth. And that screen has to be able to pull up. Now we got the screen halfway down. We usually have it all the way up. And it just shows you with the screen, even at this level, the gray screens are just washing out. That's very poor. Now, like I said before, and I'm trying to tell you, warn you right now. I will give everybody a warning, but you want to take this real seriously. If that package gets here, we got anything in that package that's harmful, that puts my life in danger, puts my cat's life in danger, anything that happens, I got your address. I'm going to send it right over there to the proper authorities. We'll file charges against you from there. And then we'll have you expedited down here to Philadelphia to face charges also for mail fraud, and oh man, there's a whole slew of charges that come in with that. On sending a dangerous substance to the mail that could harm somebody. So don't do dumb stuff. And the reason why we have to say this, because like I said, this person has a history of doing this. And keep in mind, we'll have that mail fraud, but we have with the black paint and all that nonsense. As also too is showing the judge at the end of the day, this is what we receive from this individual. Send something down here that does something stupid, and I guarantee you, you'll have somebody at your front door and you will be wearing some silver cuffs. Play with me. Please play with me. Just like when I sat there and said about, if this package comes over here and it's not right, my money's going back on my account. And where did my money go at? Right back on my account. So don't play with me. It's not a game, Mr. Jamie. Get your act together. I know where you lay your head at. Don't play with us. Got a shame you got to talk to people like that at the end of the day. These are people that are supposed to be selling products to customers, and you literally have to have these conversations with them because they're so terrified of being proven wrong because they've been doing so many fake demonstrations that they're willing to do the dumbest things you could possibly think of. Nothing's showing up on that gray paint. Now keep in mind, this side, that's the black and white mix that we got off his YouTube channel. That's Network Crows1173. Oh, that's bad. That is so bad. We don't even have the screen raised all the way up either. That is so bad. Oh, that is really bad. Good gracious, I'm done. That's awful. That is downright awful. That's awful. Very, very bad. We're done here. That is really awful. I don't even know. That's really awful. Okay. I got a gray screen paint to design, and we're hoping that tracking number activates by tomorrow. If it doesn't, we make the call. Remember, you was warned already. We explained to you already. There's no way in the world you're tracking. You're going to send me a mail, send me an email telling me that tracking number is on its way, and that tracking number is coming up dead. Nothing at all. And so the label hasn't even been created, which means you didn't go to shipping station, do PayPal, and you didn't go to the United States Postal Service. We all know how that works. Everybody knows how that works. But these are people at the end of the day that think people won't, pick up on their stupidity at the end of the day. And I won't mind you if you cancel out. You don't have a choice. That screen's going to destroy you. And anytime you want to, you place an order through my website. I'll be waiting. Gotta go.